What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So here we have the daily chart for MicroStrategies, and you can see that it hasn't really been doing much. Basically, still consolidating inside of this very small range, basically since Monday, 27th of January. You see that price is basically kind of at the same level as it was just last week. So not much has changed, even though we did see some volatility spikes, but it came back to where it started. So again, the volatility is just compressing. You can see there is this downward trend line in play off the swing highs, and then we have an upward trend line in play off the swing lows. And now the volatility is even getting tighter and tighter, waiting for that catalyst to happen, which is that earnings report tomorrow. Looks to be after market close. What do I think it's gonna What do I think is gonna happen? Well, not really sure. Obviously, um, it can go up or down. I mean, you can always do one or the other, not at the same time. So again, this could be a catalyst for the bears to finally reach their target at the 244 level. It might not get there in one day. It could at least start the drop towards that level because that has been the measurement target dating back to early December, and it's still in play. It has not been invalidated yet. However, at the same time, the bulls could be starting another leg up, one leg up right here, second leg up, and this could be the catalyst to take the price to the 440s, 430s, and 440s. So we'll see what happens, what comes out of this. There's also some support hanging around at this lower $300 level and resistance right around the higher 300 levels. So again, it's just a lot of indecision in the market. Traders are not sure what to do. This is basically like a minefield right here, unless you're just very short-term trading, maybe a very short-term swing trader for like maybe holding a position for 1 to 2 days, or you're an intraday trader trading intraday. This is obviously not a long-term swing trader's place to be because of this oscillations back and forth between these two price levels. Obviously, long-term, if you look at the macro, it's still very bullish. I'm expecting higher prices even if we do continue down lower, because this would still be in the realm of a pullback for a uptrend. It wouldn't be like a total collapse of the stock. This is still just a second leg down for a continuation pattern to the upside. So even if we do see the 240 level, it's still bullish because it looks to me like the pullback would be ending at that point, and there's a higher probability we'll probably resume the uptrend from there. But again, it's more bullish that we don't reach the target because that shows signs of strength for the bulls. If the bears are unable to reach the target, what does that mean? It means that there's a lot of aggressive buyers in the market who want to drive up the price. So as right now, it's just wait and see. Again, I don't have a clear-cut decision right now. It's not really trending in any particular direction. As you can see, it can be trending up or down based on that earnings report. And sometimes that earnings report isn't going to do much either. Sometimes you might just see more sideways trading. So we might just continue to trade sideways until probably the mid or next or the end of February instead of early February. They're not going to be doing that FASB accounting. I don't think they're going to be doing that specific accounting for the Bitcoin on their balance sheet. This earnings report, I think this earnings report is still based on last year's financials, and they didn't do that new accounting method for this earnings report. I believe so, like Tesla did. Tesla's new accounting method already took place in their earnings report, but I think MicroStrategy's next earnings report will take into account that new accounting method. So we'll see what happens, but overall, just hang in there tight. You got to be patient. A lot of times the market, it doesn't trend up or trend down, just trade sideways. So as right now, it's just trading sideways, wasting time, kind of just a whole lot of nothing, to be honest. I mean, it's at the same price as in early November. So you can see that right here is the same price. So it's basically flat. Can you imagine that? Yeah, we had some oscillations up and down like that, but we're basically at the same price level as in early November. So that's January one. That's December going by 1 month, January, and let's say we get up to the 8th end of the week and we're still at the same price level. Well, again, that's 3 months of just nothing. So as you can see here, you could be gone for 3 months, come back, and nothing has changed. In terms of price, obviously you have oscillations because the market never stands still. It always moves when the market's open. As you can see here, it basically hasn't done much. So we'll see what happens. Bearish targets are in play. Bullish targets are in play. I'm not really sure. I don't think you want me to just give you a target just because. I think we just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, uh, that's all I could say for that. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart still looking pretty good. This looks like a correction in a long-term uptrend. We're staying above the EMA, which is a good sign. I don't know for how long though. Every pullback, as you can see here in this entire bull trend, has pierced through that EMA and dropped below it. So as you can see here, let's say this was the start of the uptrend back here in December of 2022. So let's mark that with the vertical line. So this was the start of the uptrend after that previous drop down from the high to the low. That was like a 89 to 90% drop. Then we started another bull trend from there. And as you can see here, practically every pullback has pierced through this blue line. So as you can see here, this was the first pullback. It pierced through the blue line right there. Another pullback, slightly pierced. This one pierced. This one fell below. This one fell below. These obviously fell below, and we haven't necessarily seen it right now. So this could be that opportunity to pierce the EMA, go reach that measure target, and then rally strongly off of that level. And it would make sense as well because that's where the trend lines are currently at. So we have this bullish trend line right here, and then price went inside of a steeper trend line. And what do you know? If you connect the next steeper trend line, let me go erase all the drawings. So if you take this trend line right here, so we had this one right here, the first angle of attack by the bulls, and now we have a sharper angle. And like I said before, if we pierce the EMA and reset 240 level, it's kind of like right where that target, the trend line is at currently, which is a good sign because you want the trend lasting a long time. So the steeper and steeper the angle gets, then that means the trend is not going to last as long, right? Just like the spider, right, or the S&P 500, it's in a very healthy channel or a trend line. It's always moving at not always, but it's generally moving at a nice, consistent pace, like a 45-degree trend angle. And then you have some stocks that, obviously go ballistic and it's going to be short term. So there's going to be a lot of volatility. So you see that this one, that's like a 75-degree angle. So it's not going to last a long time. It's unsustainable. So it's actually pretty healthy that MicroStrategy, if it does drop down lower to the second angle, that it can last quite a bit longer than people are thinking in terms of time. So this could drag out towards, the same time zone as like Bitcoin, cycles top. So it might not be early this time. We'll have to wait and see. But as right now, it could start another angle. Like I said before, it could be starting a new angle right now. But if we do drop down lower, it's not a big deal because most likely that second angle will hold. So overall, just waiting for this pullback to finally come to an end. I think we'll have a decision sometime this month, if not sooner. And then we'll see if this thing will continue higher or not. So live for MicroStrategy in the daily weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.